it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your quickie reading for the beginning of the week, first few days beginning May 13th. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or notsomysticaltarot.com. It'll all be in the description, time-stamped also, so you can find your sun, moon, and rising signs easily, or if you would like a personal or private reading, website's in there too. All right, let's just get started here. Beginning of the week, starting Monday, 5/13. What do we have going on for Aries? The moon. Something is not the way that it seems. Something seems too good to be true. What is it? We're not seeing it. We're seeing it and not understanding. The Empress. Okay, so looks like maybe someone is trying to give you some kind of a gift and you're not seeing it the way that they're trying to give it, or they're trying to give you something that is a line of BS. Let's see. Let's look at what can we find out about this from the moon? What are we not seeing clearly, or are they trying to veil and schmooze us with? That's what I feel like, is somebody's trying to schmooze my Aries friends with some sort of baloney. Let's see. Oh, here we go. What do we have? Eight of Pentacles. So this could be somebody at work. This can be somebody at work trying to give you a project, trying to give you something, give you a promotion and no more money. Definitely some kind of work, some kind of taking advantage of my Aries people. What is that? What do we have going on? Let's find out. Ooh, what is this gift? That's okay. We've got a whole bunch of cards that fell. Too many, big pile. Let's get one more card to help me understand. What is this gift that keeps on giving? It seems like this is a gift that's going to keep on giving, and it's going to give you a lot more work. That's what it seems like to me. So somebody's trying to give you something, Aries, and it's under the guise of like they're being awesome and helping you out, but in effect it's going to create a little bit more work for you. So you have to decide if it's a gift you would like to accept. And here you go. No, I'd say no. You got the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is like you're up on this high pedestal and people down here are kind of poking up at you. And this is, to me, people going, here, take this, take this, take this, take this. Look at her. She's got her wand, right? And she's like, yeah, no, thank you. So what I think for you, Aries, is that there is someone or some entity attempting to give you something super awesome, and they're veiling it with a whole lot of nonsense, but what you're going to end up with is a whole lot of work out of it. So it seems like somebody's trying to pass off their responsibility on you. So unless you really want a bunch of extra responsibility, I tell them, hey, no thanks. All right, moving on to our Taurus people. What do we have going on for Taurus? Beginning of the week, mid-May, May 13th. Temperance, looking for some balance for our Taurus people. And this is your season, so a lot of things happen. A lot of upheaval goes on when it's your season of your solar return, birthday, whatever you'd like to call it. What else do we have in the Ace of Pentacles? Okay, so it looks like you are getting some kind of financial opportunity, some kind of material opportunity. Could be even something for your home. Could be that you're looking at maybe balancing out your finances. Maybe you're making a birthday promise to yourself that you're going to get your things together. You could be receiving a job offer on your house. Who knows? Let's see what else we have going on. Is Monday, the beginning of the work week. You could be receiving some sort of offer from work, and if that's the case, if you receive an offer from an employer or from a colleague or something about your work, I think you're going to want to be very careful that you are balanced in accepting that. Like, don't just jump at it like, yeah, give it to me. What I'm saying is when this offer is presented to you, you're going to want to have some sort of balance. You don't want to go off like and just accept it immediately. You want to stop, think about this a little bit. Don't go off all emotional. You do have to, for this Temperance card, the Page of Pentacles, and pages always bring a message. So this is the message right here, Temperance, that you're getting about this gift or this opportunity. Definitely follow the message. The message the Page of Pentacles is bringing you about the Ace of Pentacles is to temper that emotion. Don't go off all emotional, crazy, wacko. Don't just jump at whatever comes to you. You really want to examine that with balance. You want to stay balanced. And yep, you have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is your intellect. So it's saying, well, oh, so pretty. There we go. It's saying, while you have this awesome opportunity, that's really cool. You want to use your mental ability and acuity to determine if this is in fact for you. Like, I'm not saying it's not for you, but what I'm saying is you want to make sure that it really is beneficial to you, that you don't just jump at it because it sounds really great and then you find out that it's not really great, okay? All right, we're going to move on to our Geminis. About the middle of May, what do we have going on these first few days of the week for Gemini? 8 of Wands, lots of energy coming toward you. You've got some kind of activity or boisterous sort of energy headed your way. And you've got the Queen of Wands too, so all right. The Queen of Wands, she just does her own thing. Like, she is very successful. And the one thing about the Queen of Wands is she does not care what anybody thinks about anything. She just does what she's doing. So you have this energy coming at you. This could be a person that's coming at you with like some kind of an offer, like, hey, come with me, do this thing with me. And like, they just are so carefree. I'm feeling here like you don't want to get swept up in this energy, because this Queen of Wands is a certain kind of person. She's a certain sort of charisma and a certain sort of like je ne sais quoi, where you just want to like, I want to be her. But you may not be her, okay? So you want to be really careful that you don't get swept up in her emotion. And here you have, to clarify, this 8 of Wands, this energy is the Justice card. And you see this giant sword here, right? Gemini, you are the swords. You are intellectual. So when all this rush comes to you, be careful you don't get caught up in it. And the other thing that she's got right here, see the little scale? Balance. So when this, I feel like there's going to be someone coming at you and they could offer you something great and amazing and you're like, wow. And you're like, but remember, this Queen of Wands is not you. This Queen of Wands is someone else. And you want to make sure that you're true to who you are and what you, it's like those network marketing schemes, right? Like, and somebody's like, and I'm making all this money and you should do it too. And you're thinking, I don't really want to do this, but you sign up anyway. And then you're like, why am I doing this? That is what I'm talking about. You want to weigh this all out on the scale of justice there and say, let me use my brain, big sharp sword. Let me use my brain and make sure that this is what I really want, that I'm not just caught up in the moment. Okay, let's get one more card to clarify this Queen of Swords here. Or this Queen of Wands, I'm sorry. You got the King of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to want to keep this stable. Pentacles are also earth signs. You are an earth sign as, oh no, you're not an earth sign. I'm sorry. You guys are the Geminis. I'm thinking Taurus, sorry. But the Pentacles are all about being stable, being grounded. So this is just like it saying to you, hey, follow your mind. Make sure you are stable and grounded, because this King of Pentacles, he has got it going on. The Queen of Wands, I'm not saying she's out there, but she's kind of all over doing her own thing and making her, she can be that person that leaves destruction in her wake because she doesn't really care. Like, she's just doing her, and she doesn't mean it, but she's just doing her. This King of Pentacles is like, yeah, we don't roll like that. So I want to make sure that whatever is offered, you don't get all swept up in someone else's moment, okay? Because you want to make sure you're in your moment. All right, we're going to move to our Cancers. What do we have going on for Cancer? Middle of May, beginning of the week, 5/13. 5 of Pentacles, Cancer. Some way, somehow you're feeling left out of the selection. Something's not going right. And you've got this Queen of Wands. Now, Gemini just got this Queen of Wands, and we talked about not getting swept up in her wake. And sometimes this Queen of Wands, she can be very persuasive. There's a lot of weird energy going on right now. And what I'm going to tell you is, if someone who's extremely charismatic is offering you something, I want you to be very, very careful about what your choice is regarding that. Because if you allow yourself, and this is exactly similar to Taurus and Geminis, if you allow yourself to get swept up, even to Aries, swept up in whatever is going on and you do not think it over, you could end up here. And look at this, you've got the 5 of Cups. Okay, you could end up in a position where you are feeling like, wow, I made a huge mistake. I've locked myself out of where I belong. This is not what I wanted. And, you know, here, this person's very upset. Like, they're missing out on a bunch of stuff here, and they've got a bunch of stuff spilled out, and like, I feel like this person could come in and like take advantage of you. And I'm not saying it would be intentional. I'm just saying it could just happen, like, because this is who they are and you're someone different. And, you know, as a Cancer, you are very sweet and nurturing, and they may be like, but I need your help, and, you know, come with me and do this thing. And, you know, and it may be beneficial for them, but not beneficial for you. So when somebody who's very charismatic offers you something and it sounds too good to be true, it is. The other card you got to clarify this Queen of Wands is this Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is like, you are not going to pass any BS off on her. So this is what I'm saying. This person, whoever it is, they may offer you something super fantastic. I want you to really take a look at what's going on here and determine if it's a load of BS. And if it is, just, hey, no thanks. You know, love you, you're great, but no thanks. I really appreciate you thinking of me, but again, no thanks. Okay? Yeah, this is it's the energy all the way through that's happening. So we're going to move on now to our Leos. What do we have for the middle of May, first few days of the week, beginning Monday the 13th for Leo? The King of Cups. Everybody is getting signs that are so not congruent with who they are. So now you've got the King of Cups, Leo. King of Cups, emotional fulfillment, openness. What is this all about? And the King of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So, doing something related to your work, your home, your job, but like, it looks like you have actually come to a point where you have fulfilled something and it is making you feel really great. And I'm really happy to see the energy turn for you, Leos, because the first 5 signs really are getting a little bit of stuff handed to them. So this is really great. This looks like it's something that you've been working on may really come to fruition here. And it will be very, not only monetarily fulfilling and tangibly fulfilling, like promotion at work or paying off your mortgage or something like that, but it's really going to make you feel accomplished and great. Like emotionally, you're going to be like, I've arrived a little bit. This is awesome. And you Leos, you have been through it lately. Now, this is a lot of court card energy. This is pretty intense. So you get this King of Cups, this King of Pentacles, and what do you have right here to clarify the King of Cups? This King of Pentacles. This is definitely about your work. Something in the area of your work, Leo, is really really coming to fruition here. It's come full circle, and like you have this King of Pentacles that's like, yeah, I told you, like whatever this is. And the other card you've got here is Judgment. So yeah, it has come full circle. Whatever you have been working on has come full circle, and now it is time for you to reap the rewards of that. Enjoy that. Not only the financial reward, but the emotional and like confidence, the whole thing. Just like bask in a little bit of this, Leo. Especially the beginning of the week is always tough. This is your week. This is where you get the recognition that you've been looking for. This is where you get what you have worked for, Leo. And so congratulations, because this makes me so happy. So happy. All right, let's move on to our Virgos. Beginning of the week, May 13th for our Virgos. High Priestess, Virgos. Intuition, running high. Running high. What are you intuiting? What is going on with that? This intuition you've got. Wow, 8 of Cups. Okay. I don't like to look at this 8 of Cups as you walking away from things that don't serve you. By nature, that happens when you walk toward the things that do serve you, okay? So sometimes, life changes, right? We do different things. We move to different locations. We emotionally or spiritually grow, and then the things that were like immature in our emotional realm or in our spiritual realm are just kind of left behind, So like I see that your intuition is pulling you in a direction of spiritual and emotional growth, and by that happening, you are kind of leaving some of these old thoughts, old behaviors behind. I don't see it as a bad thing. I see it as a really exciting thing. Spiritual growth is not easy. I mean, and you can see this whole card is kind of, it gives you that like it's not an easy decision, but it's like, you know with this intuition that it's the right decision. So I feel like you might be a little emotional, Virgo, and that's not your favorite thing to be either. Yeah, you've got the Emperor here. So, you are you. This is you having this intuition. This is nobody else. The Emperor, a lot of times the Emperor can be an Aries, as well. But this Virgo, you are like in charge of your environment. And the Emperor, what is he? He rules his whole kingdom, right? He's got everything under control. He knows exactly what's happening, where it's happening, how it's happening, who it's happening with. So that is kind of you too. I always see that as you too, because Virgos are just so in tune and in control of their environment. So this is definitely you with this intuition, but you are moving toward something different and you are growing. And I'm not going to say it's easy. This is hard. And this is the other card you got to clarify this 8 of Cups. You got the 8 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords is like, you're trapped in a prison of your own making. But like I'm saying here, when you clarify this, the blindfold comes off and you're going to start to feel some things that you have not felt before. And it may be uncomfortable, but in the end, you know, you really are going to move to a different spiritual plane through this transformation. There is some kind of transformation that you are having, and you know it. Like you know it. You may not want to talk about it, but you know that it's happening. So I will be interested to hear how that resonates, because I have quite a few Virgos in my life, so I'm watching this happen in their lives, which is really a privilege. So, all right, we're going to move on to our Libras. What do we have? Mid-May, beginning of the week, starting May 13th for Libra. 10 of Wands. Something has just come to, like, enough is enough is enough is enough. Like, you are fed up, done over, burdened beyond, like, you're done. Like, you're just done. Enough already. I'm going to find out what it is that you are done with. What are you burdened by? What is this burden? Here we go. Burdened by trying to make everything perfect, Libra. I've seen this a lot in Libras lately. There's need to try to create and make everything perfect for everyone around you. And I don't want to say, like, it's not like you're like making a show. It's not that. It's that you really truly want to give this perfection, this harmony, this wonderful joy, this perfect environment. You want to give this to everyone. And by you trying to do everything for everyone all the time, you have now burdened yourself, like, unbearably by trying to do that. And it's time now to put that down. You cannot make everyone happy all the time, Libra. You just can't do it. Yeah. 3 of Cups. You are trying to create this beautiful, amazing, emotional celebration. You're trying to create this perfection for everyone around you. And it's a burden for you. Like, enough already. It's time to put that down. It's time to work on you, Libra. Enough trying to save and heal the world. Okay, that's what I really am hearing here, is like, you have just been working so hard to make everything perfect for everyone else. You're just like, you're right here. No more. Like, you're like, I can't take one more thing. Don't hand me one more thing or I'll just collapse under the pressure. Don't do it. And you have the 8 of Wands. Yeah, you have put all your energy, so much energy. I don't even think that you have realized the level that you have been trucking along at, trying so hard to make this happen for everyone around you, but you're not trying to make it happen for you. So it's time to put this burden of ultimate perfection down and really try to find a way to move forward. How are you going to create this for yourself? Not for everyone around you, but create this. Look at your life and figure out how you want to create this harmony for yourself. And especially as you're planning a new week, what better time, right, than to go Monday morning? Everything's going to be different, people. It's perfectly okay to do that. All right, we're going to move on to our Scorpios. Beginning of the week, starting May 13th. Got this 2 of Swords. We are pleasantly ignoring a decision that needs to be made, choosing not to choose, just not doing it. Don't want to play. Sorry. And yeah, the Fool. Okay, there is something big happening here. You are on the precipice of something big, and I feel like something really beautiful, but you're like, I'm just not ready to make this decision yet. Like, I just don't want to put myself out. I mean, I'm gonna, but right now I'd like to just stay over here. Like, can you please just ignore me for right this minute? Like, you know this is happening, and the future is going to come and it's going to drag you kicking and screaming, or you could make the decision to take the step off the ledge of your own free will versus the universe dragging you and flinging you off. This is your choice, and not making a choice is a choice, and that means that it's not going to be under your own control. So let's just think about that. How can we make the choice that we need to make versus being dragged in a way that we don't want? 5 of Pentacles. Okay. By just sitting in the background, more and more and more, you are feeling detached from this choice that you know you need to make. You're feeling detached and unable, almost like you cannot help yourself anymore. Like, you're waiting for someone to come and shove you off that ledge. And you actually know that this is the worst case scenario. If you are left to stop, evaluate, and make the choice yourself, you'll feel much better if you are in control of the choice. You don't want to feel like things are being decided for you. So you're going to need to make the choice and make the decision on your own, so that you can be in charge of when this new start happens, and not someone else. Okay, Let's get a little bit of information on this Fool card here. Temperance. Yeah, this is actually a move that you're making that's going to mellow your life out a touch. And I think that's the thing is, even you're like, I don't want it to be different. Even though that maybe you're involved in something like slightly chaotic or stressful, different is stressful too, and you're like, I just don't want to deal with it. But you know what? This is the result. Temperance, balance, happiness. This is a great thing. And if you look, she's got 2 cups here. You guys are the water, you're water sign, Scorpio. You are the cups. So she's saying, listen, if you just make the decision to decide, you can eliminate this feeling of being ostracized, left out, and out of control. You can eliminate that, and you can take this step with like a smile on your face versus a look of horror as someone shoving you off the cliff. So that's your decision. That's the decision you need to make, Scorpio, that you're gonna embrace this change versus, not pretending it's not happening. All right, we're going to move on to our Sagittarians. Sagittarius. What do we have for our Sagittarius? Wheel of Fortune. That's a nice card. Luck is changing. Opportunities are coming. I want to remind you that that card, yes, it is a manifestation card. This is not a abracadabra magic fairy dust. This is something that you've done, something that has created this good fortune to come toward you. It's something you manifest, this Wheel of Fortune. The universe doesn't just flick it at you, okay? Yeah, 10 of Cups. Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome, Sagittarius. So you have done something in your life really, really right. And whatever you've done has given you this power of, you've been able to manifest this happy emotional state, this completed state, this state of happy family, love. And like, look what you have here. 3 of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is a celebration of your tribe, your family, your sisterhood, whatever it is. You know what this is, but you have, through your actions, you have been able to rise above, and you have been able to make this happen. You have been able to create a time of celebration where perhaps there would have been a time that was looking much differently than this. And the other card you have to clarify is this 2 of Pentacles, and that's all about creating a new foundation. So you could have had something that went horribly wrong, and now you have made the choice and taken the opportunity to create a different foundation and a different way of being. And like I say, you have manifested this change yourself. No one has done this for you. You should be very, very proud of yourself, Sagittarius. Very proud. All right. We are going to move on to our Capricorns. What do we have for our Capricorns beginning of May? Or not beginning of May, beginning of the week, 13th of May time frame, first few days of the, oh, that didn't really come out. Like, where is my card for you, Capricorns? It has to be the right one, and it's this one. Page of Cups. Somebody's handing you something, and you're like, oh, I don't really know. Like, you can see he's kind of holding this fish away. He's kind of like, well, and that's okay. Capricorn, you tend to be standoffish in a lot of situations anyway, but that has saved you many, many, many times, because I think you found when you let yourself be open too quickly, people have seen your good nature and taken advantage of you. Yeah, and you get the Six of Swords is about moving away from things that are not working. So you may have been offered something that you are sort of holding it out here because you're like, yeah, I don't know if I want to turn my boat around and go back to what happened before. I think that you are looking at a past situation and thinking that this new offering could be like a past situation that you had extricated yourself from, and you're thinking, I don't know if I want to involve myself. I may be happier just on my own. Let's get a little more information about this opportunity or this emotional, message, because pages are messages. So you're getting this message. Yeah, you're not interested. Somebody's trying to hand you something, and you're like remembering, like, hey, remember when all these cups fell over and everything went really, really wrong? You're like, I just don't. This is definitely you remembering something that went wrong in the past. I'm just going to point this out. There's still 2 cups right here that are turned upwards. So there's always hope, and there is always a possibility of things not turning out just like they used to. Because Capricorn, I know you're like, yep, well, I have proof because before this happened, so I'm never doing that again. Well, the thing is, sometimes you have to put yourself out there. So let's just see with this 6 of Swords what we have going on. What do we have going on with this six of Swords? Is it worth it to put ourselves out there, or should we just run screaming, which is our initial thought? And this could be any kind of offering. It could be like just somebody asked you to go to lunch and you're like, I don't know, I don't want to be friends with them. I mean, maybe they'd be nice. You never know. So let's just get an idea. What are you trying to run away from? The Chariot. Somebody or something has got a lot of energy. This Chariot, this is frenetic and crazy. You may be having someone who is interested in you or trying to talk to you, offering you even a job, and you're like, but it's really different than what I'm used to, and I'm really not sure that I want this. And last time I got into something like this, it was just way too much. I didn't like it. This is really just a decision for you. You have the option that, yes, it could go terribly wrong, but if you're up for it, there is this hope right here that, you know what, it could turn out different. And it's kind of up to you how it turns out, because you're a very good manager of energy. And so as this energy comes rushing in, you are strong enough to manage it. So it's really completely up to you, Capricorn. Be interested to hear what it is and what you do. All right, we're going to go to our Aquarians. What do we have going on for our Aquarians? The week starting Monday, the 13th of May. Middle of May. What do we have going on, Aquarius? Page of Cups again. Somebody's trying to hand you something, just like our Capricorns. What do we have going on with this Page of Cups? What are they trying to hand you? And are you interested in taking it? Ugh, Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're like, I'm happy where I am. Like, see, if you notice, he's got this fish is like, hey, I'm talking to you, and he's like, fish don't talk. Why are you in my cup? He's kind of like, I don't really know if I want this. And you definitely, part of you is like, yeah, I'm absolutely not interested in getting in the middle of this. Like, I would rather stay in this prison of my own making over here than deal with this talking fish in this cup, because talking fish in cups, that's stupid, and I'm not doing that. Let's find out a little bit more about what this message is that you're being handed, what this is about, and why you are so uninterested and not willing to put yourself out there. Oh, this is something about work. Whatever it is, it seems like a lot of work to you. You have this Eight of Pentacles here, and Eight of Pentacles is about you doing really great work. It's being noticed by others. And so I think that whatever this opportunity is, you're thinking, you're not going to take advantage of me. I'm not, nope. I think what you're saying is you're thinking, you know what, you're offering me this, maybe this is like you're offering me this promotion, but really it's a title and I don't get any more money and I get twice the responsibility. You can keep it. You can keep it. Whatever this offering is it's a lot of work. Yeah, no way. You got this Nine of Swords too. Like, you're just like, nope, been through this before. I'm not involved. It's almost like you are saying to yourself, no way, no way. I see the writing on the wall. It's like, okay, for an example, someone's offering you some kind of title promotion, which is just a new title. It's not any more money, no more benefits, you know, whatever. So you're thinking, great, I'm going to get a whole bunch of more work because I do high quality work. That's super. And now you're going to, like, I'm going to be on call at night. So I'm like waiting all night for the phone to ring, and you're going to need me, and I'm not going to make any more money. So like, why am I doing this? And you are the Swords as well. So like, you got it up here in your brain. You're going, no thanks, not interested. And you know what? I would pass that right on by myself. And if it's a person coming into your life and you're thinking like, this person's a lot of work, like they're a project and I don't need a project, your instinct is right. You don't want a project. Aquarius, you are not in any state of mind to be having someone else's mental game to have to attend to. You got your own mental game you're working on. You don't want to, you're not in the mood to deal with anybody's nonsense. So don't take on a personal project or a work project, because it's just going to create more work for you and more stress. And we are at our final sign, Pisces. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. So I love the King of Pentacles, Pisces. This is some kind of material fulfillment. And you get the Knight of Swords too. Like, you guys have been through an awful lot lately. I will say that. For my Pisces friends that I know personally, I can absolutely say that. But this is like some kind of intellectual, like, this is mental acuity that is like running really high. And whatever this mental sharpness that you're having, it is a tool to increase you financially or increase your environment exponentially. So I would really pay attention to the opportunities you see around you for wealth, opportunities maybe to, like, I'm thinking like you may be able to like refinance your house or consolidate your debt, or maybe it's time to apply for a promotion or another job with a better paying salary, because this is the outcome you're looking at, is this King of Pentacles, and man, he's got it together, you know. That is a serious amount. I mean, look at, It's a serious amount of pentacles right there. I mean, that guy is not, he's not wondering where his grocery money is coming from, you know? Like, and the thing is, if your mental game is super sharp, you're going to know what to accept and what not to accept. Here you have the Empress pertaining to this King of Pentacles. So I'm thinking this could be if you're thinking about starting your own business, you're thinking about sharing something you do with the world, whether it's like an Etsy store or some kind of side gig, or opening an actual storefront, or some kind of work where you see clients, whatever it is, this is the time. Just make sure you're sharp, you know, like when you are looking for like contracts and, you know, making any kind of agreement, make sure you're really paying attention to what that would be. But this is the time, as long as you really stay strong on your mental game, you could make some decisions, investment-wise even, that that could be really beneficial. Yeah, and the other card you have here, I love this, is the Four of Pentacles. It's just saying it's okay to make these goals, and it's okay to move toward them, but you make sure you know what the small print says. You get, this is often the Miser card. I'm not going to call it Miser card here. I think it's more like you just want to make sure that you know where your money's going, you know where your money is, and that you don't overextend yourself in any way, shape, or form. But I do think that you have a potential to do something really cool this week. So look for that opportunity. Remember, your mind is super sharp right now. Take advantage of that. I would like to thank you all for watching. I hope you have an awesome week. I'll talk to you midweek again. And I really appreciate your likes, shares, subscribes, comments, because it lets me know the kind of material to bring to you. So thank you, and I will talk to you soon.